I'm listening. What are my choices? I'm listening. I'm listening. What do you want to know? I was to steal and deliver the peg to Felix Scody in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. He's a real jerk. He tried to kiss me. I nearly killed him. Now I may have. I've done some contract work for a group called ProCat. It's a paycheck, a big paycheck. I don't know anything else. I told you I don't know anything more! Can I go now?
Case Officer Thorn. Controlled access authenticated. Power play compartment accessed. Linking to Office of Information Resources. Archives are available. Level Critic. Federal Bureau. Phillips. Melnikov, Nikolai.
It's Warhurst. Jamie has patched us into the image database so that I can talk you through this. We just received these from the ATF. Those people had no leads until you captured Ying. This is where the peg fell into Scody's hands, and probably Harmonica's. Abandoned warehouse in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. That's Felix Scody, the arms dealer Ying told you about. Been a heroin broker and a money launderer, but gun running is his first love. His buyers usually end up like this. The ATF has been watching Scody for months, but he slipped away after this deal went sour. Thorn, I'm afraid that's not the half of it. Scody killed these men without firing a shot. Marco Fabrizi, apparently the middleman. He and his partners all died of massive coronary arrest. At least that's what the medical examiner says. And there were no bullets or bullet holes to be found. Nothing. I realize it sounds impossible, but you already know about silent kills. This new weapon gets the same results with no projectile at all. Looks like he rested it there. And used this for power. Check your ATF web link for a report from the lead agent. He says there was a concentrated high-frequency burst at the scene before they moved in. Scody escaped here. He was killed later, just outside Minsk. Thorn, this new weapon is out there. Probably in Harmonica's hands. I don't need to tell you what that means. I've circulated these pictures via Interpol and the State Department. Right now, Harmonica is the most wanted man in the world. Good luck out there.
This is where we stand. We've eliminated most of the low-level agency employees from the list of possible moles. But that's not surprising. Our mole has access, directly or otherwise, to high-level information. I'll keep you informed.
Gene Warhurst told me you're poking into the Russian Mafia. You want to talk to Yuri Gromchevsky. He's with the SVR. We've had Birdsong investigating the Mafia because we want to keep an eye on their efforts to recruit Russian scientists. They're starting to deal in technical secrets, and we'd like to keep track of what they're selling and to whom. The problem is, he's a scientist, not a spy, and they're on to him. They want him to prove his loyalty. Kill a man. Local mafia thug. They've even tried to give him a gun. He says he can get more information about the president's hit. It's not my call. It's yours. Your mission is priority one. But if you want my opinion, we shouldn't do it. You can have Pearson's old office down the hall. Nothing fancy. Just a place to collect your thoughts, review notes, make calls, and use a computer. We asked for a new security system 2 years ago, but we're still stuck with 1970s technology. 1 minute max, we call it. And no reference to me. It covers the room in a minute flat. Everybody's in the field. I'm all that's left to mind the store since the budget cuts. It's not usually this deserted, but... Yuri works with the SVR's Mafia Crimes Unit. He'll help with your investigation of the Russian Mafia's involvement in the peg theft. I sent him a copy of the image you grabbed of the assassin. He's looking into it. I'll shoot Yuri's number to your PDA. You can call him from your office. I've set a meeting. It's not standard operating procedure, but we don't have a choice. He reluctantly agreed to meet in his apartment. The only place he feels safe these days.
Case Officer Thorn.
Can I help you with something? And that part of my life is over. Way over. The agency sent me to bring in Melnikov. MI6 sent John Blake to take him out. Too bad nobody clued me in. I tracked down Melnikov and then Blake killed him. You kidding? Without Melnikov calling the shots, Procat wouldn't even exist. Of course, you could ask Blake what he thinks, but be warned. He's a freak. Some upper-class hipster doing wet work for MI6. In the end, he wasn't cut out for this kind of work. I'm told he still sees Melnikov's ghost. Scares the pants off him, and it serves him right. After Paul Pratt, I moved from operations to intelligence. Sure, the work's boring, but here backstabbing is only figurative. Now I still get to play in the game, but I no longer have to blindly follow orders.
Gromchevsky here. Hello, Thorn. I'm expecting your call. Yes, I have received photo from Foster. You have called the right man. Come over any time. My office is in Yasenevo.
I wish you didn't come here. They'll find out. I cannot. Do you know what I must do to get that information? They question my loyalty. They want me to kill a young mafioso to prove my loyalty. I cannot do this. I will consider this. Now, please, forgive me if I don't show you out. Good afternoon.
Hello. You must be Thorn of the CIA. It is my pleasure to meet you. My general has had talks with your Mr. Sterling about the Dubansky incident, and he is satisfied that it was, as you say, a former agent acting alone. I am a good soldier, so I must also be satisfied. How can I be of assistance? Yes, they are Mafia. Perhaps they are Chechen or Ingushi, but I'm not sure. But I know who can tell. Господин Кольогин, американский СДС. Заходите, пожалуйста, чтобы его встретить.
Oh, Юра, привет. Как называешься?
Oleg Kalugin, this is Thorn of the CIA.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you, Thorn.
Oleg, do you happen to know the two men in the background of this photograph?
Well, this picture was obviously taken when Fyodor Dobrensky was assassinated.
Yes.
The one on the left is called Ilya. He used to be called the Hammer.
Oh, yes. He was the one who was shot in the head by one of his henchmen over a pair of blue jeans.
That's right, over the pair of blue jeans. Can you imagine?
Yes.
Well, the other one is Uzbek. I do not know him by name. Sorry.
Thank you. Спасибо за эту встречу.
Спасибо тоже. Рад видеться. Надеюсь, мы повстречаемся с Даниэлой скоро.
Он спрашивает меня тоже самодела. Суббота?
Окей, суббота. До свидания.
До свидания. Хорошо. That is an understatement. The mafia is everywhere these days. They are even behind one of the presidential candidates, Arkady Cherbanov. I have proof. In my heart, I have proof. I know Cherbanov has his hands in their pockets. I will get the proof. You have come to the right man. I will set up meeting. You will see for yourself. I will call you when it is time. It has grown fat on the milk of two cows. Drugs and corruption. Last year, Soviet republics shipped drugs worth 11.5 billion US dollars, virtually all of which shipped to Western Europe and your states. Most of all of these drugs were shipped through Russia and her own web of organized crime clans. I wish it were. The drug trade has fueled extraordinary growth in organized crime. There are now 5,000 gangs operating across the country, controlling 40,000 private enterprises, including 8 out of 10 shops, depots, and hotels in Moscow. This corruption has crept even into our government, and that is why I am here, to find a new way to combat them.
Case Officer Thorn.
Hold on to your breakfast. German TV is running this promo for a news story about a stolen nuclear weapon. I did some poking around in German intelligence, and they say that it isn't as bad as it looks. The weapon's not actually functional. Someone removed the pin. The Germans like to think the sellers had enough conscience to hang on to the really dangerous stuff. I think I know better. They're selling it separately.
Der Kalte Krieg ist vorbei. Die Welt ist vor einer atomaren Apokalypse sicher. Nein, in der nächsten Achtung werde ich Sie über mein neuestes Spielzeug genau informieren. Eine voll funktionsfähige Atombombe. Verpassen Sie es nicht. Morgen in Achtung.
The State Department is trying to get as much information out of the Germans as they can, but they're being pretty tight-lipped. Back in Russia, this is a serious blow to Polyakov. Politico is predicting a major shift in the polls. Zurbanov should pass him within a few days.
Downloading national.
Russian President Alexander Polyakov is being accused by supporters of presidential candidate Arkady Cherbanov of using strong-arm tactics to push through the ratification of the End Treaty. Polyakov recently revoked Parliament's ability to approve foreign treaties, something that most Russian political analysts say he is not empowered to do. Critics of Polyakov say he is actually backpedaling from democracy by signing this treaty with the United States. Polyakov made no public comment on the matter. President Brooks announced today that his upcoming journey to Moscow will be cut short due to an increasing workload at the Oval Office. The president will travel only long enough to join President Alexander Polyakov in signing the end treaty.
Case Officer Thorn.
Freeze! I said freeze. No time for details, just remember. I programmed a voice link into your PDA. You can reach me whenever you want. Just say, news flash, and you'll automatically open the comm channel to me.
Gromchevsky here. My friend, you wanted to meet Chorbanov? I have arranged it. Meet me alongside the Vilnius Center in 1 hour.
Thorn, it is Birdsong. I am in danger. They have discovered my affiliation with you. I have been, how do you say it? I have been compromised. Do not attempt to contact me. Never again.
I hated that bastard Chorbanov. I told him I forgot our invitations.
Докінчаю, друзі мої, і допитаюся одно запитання. Яке життя будемо ліпше допитатися, яку Росію буде мати? Хорошо, знімки можна. Знімки можна. Так.
Yuri Gromchevsky, as he Polyakov lets his dogs out at night. And who would this be?
This is Thorn. I wanted to show how deeply organized crime permeates Russia. I could think of no better place to start.
The U.S. So you are FBI, CIA? I welcome you to our fine country, Thorn. I hope Yuri here hasn't bored you with his talk of mafia conspiracy to defeat Polyakov. Oh, and how is Alexander this evening? A bit under the weather, I imagine.
You are mad for power. You don't care if you drag Russia down to get it. You know the only way to win this election is to destroy your opponent's reputation and destroy their lives.
Lina. Allow me to introduce Thorn,
from the United States with Polyakov's task force on organized crime. Kromchevsky here is showing Thorn around.
So, the butcher has become a babysitter.
Terribly ironic. I think Yuri here has just accused me of having Dubinsky killed.
How dare you say such a thing? It is so like Polyakov. He begins to feel a little pressure, and instantly he sends his militia and his Yankee cronies on the competition. Idź k czortu. Jak ty możesz takowe skazać?
Не треба перечучивать.
This conversation is over. Please excuse me.
Case Officer Thorn, what?
I am looking at the photo of Parker. He is not the only one out of commission. Lang is MIA. I had to cut his PDA out of the loop in case he's been captured. Hate to say it, Thorn, but it's down to you and a sigh.
Thorn, it's Max. I just got a call from Birdsong. He's running scared. I tried to reason with him, but he wants no part of us. I'll put Birdsong's dossier and the recording of the call up on Intel Link. Oh, and you want to check out his apartment for any clues. You'll be discreet, I'm sure. I'll keep you posted. Thanks, Thorn.
President Brooks' approval rating reached an all-time low today. 74% of people surveyed believe he has not shown sufficient world leadership, and according to the polls, that doesn't sit well with the average American. Russian presidential candidate Arkady Trebanov has been rising in the polls since the recent assassination of Fyodor Dubansky.
Link established to National Security Agency. Decryption successful. Case Officer Thorn.
I sure hope I'm wrong about this, but it sounds like this message is referring to a nuclear pit. You know, the part that goes boom.
Controlled access authenticated. Welcome to the Central Intelligence Agency. Power play compartment accessed. (201) files accessed. Linking to Office of Information Resources. Melnikov. Mission directives for Case Officer Thorn. Welcome to the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. Level Critic. Access granted. Opening email gateway. Message sent.
Well, Thorn, nice work. Onyx is a clever one, but not clever enough for us. I'll try to track him down and follow up on the other leads.
Please, calm down. Okay, now, start again. Just from the beginning.
I have left Moscow. It's too dangerous.
What are you talking about? What happened?
I can feel them getting closer. It is only a matter of time before they know.
Relax, Birdsong. How do you know this?
You have me telling lies in all faces. I can tell the truth from lies no more. Everything is blurred.
Let's meet as soon as possible.
No. No more secret meetings. Now, please do not try to find me. Forgive me.
Please, calm down. Okay, now, start again. Just from the beginning.
I have left Moscow. It's too dangerous.
Start again. Just from the beginning.
I have left Moscow. It's too dangerous.
What are you talking about? What happened?
I can feel them getting closer. It is only a matter of time before they know.
Relax, Birdsong. How do you know this?
You have me telling lies in all faces.
Relax, Birdsong. How do you know this?
You have me telling lies in all...
Linking to National Reconnaissance Office. Novosibirsk, Russian Federation. Population 1.4 million. Local time GMT +7. Opening email gateway. Message sent. Case Officer Thorn.
Good job finding Birdsong. I'll have some of my people pick him up.
Case Officer Thorn. Controlled access authenticated. Welcome to the Central Intelligence Agency. Power play compartment accessed. (201) files accessed. Level. Linking to level critic.
John Blake here. Yes, Thorn. How can I be of assistance? Croquet. I thought the agency closed the books on them. Why the new interest? Oh, really? Let me guess. Korean woman known by several names. Marie Cho, Ying Chong Wang, and Debbie Gibson come to mind. She's an acquisition specialist. Used to be with the Korean intelligence before Procat recruited her. Ah, yes, David Holt. An excellent tracker. But alas, the boy lost his nerve at a key point in poor print. Nearly compromised the mission, I'm afraid. I've quite a bit more data, but I can't share it over the phone. Any time would be fine. I'm at home more or less all day, except for the odd trip to town for groceries or a new musical release. I'd welcome a chance to chat.
Case Officer Thorn.
How the hell could Blake know about Ying? My contacts at MI6 say he's out of touch. Let's check him out.
Thorn, come into the alley. I must talk with you. I cannot be seen with you, but take this. It should be interesting reading. Things are not what they seem. Think. Who benefits most from Dubansky's death? Polyakov. And who are Polyakov's cronies? Things have not changed as much here as everyone thinks. The hammer and sickle still weighs heavily on our lives.
Thorn, thank God I found you. Damn thing isn't working. I had to go by the safe house and see Max Foster. He said you'd be here. So, talk to me. Any new leads on Procat?